Tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, want to give you an update with the Sonya Massey case. Now, you know that sister's the one that the race soldiers came in and shot this sister inside her home. She didn't do anything to them. And, you know, that case, you know, really blew up definitely on social media. But during the election, your girl, Vice President Kamala Harris or Joe Biden, didn't say anything. Remember, this happened in Democrat-ran Illinois. So let's go ahead and look into what happened. In this case, it got the family very upset. As you can see here, they say a slap in the face, family outraged as former Illinois Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson charged with murdering black woman set to walk free. Now, I say a former Illinois Sheriff's Deputy who faced first-degree murder charges in the shooting death of an innocent black woman this past summer appeared in court Friday for a hearing that could set him free while awaiting trial. Sonya Massey, 36, was killed after Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson, who is white, opened fire at her in her Springfield home on July 6th after Massey placing a 911 call in the middle of the night to report a prowler. They say a group of 15 to 20 protesters marched angrily outside the county building before Monday's bond hearing, calling for Grayson to remain in custody. They say Tierra Standage, who collaborated with Massey and played a key role in organizing the protest, expressed it was ridiculous to even entertain the notion of releasing Grayson. Say a slap in the face of the Massey family. They said they're spending their first holidays without their loved one, and Sean Grayson, as they could spend his holidays with his family. Said last week the 4th District Court of Appeals reversed the lower court's decision to keep Grayson jailed until trial, ruling that no conditions of release would be adequate to mitigate the threat Grayson posed to the safety of the community. As they have a decision, James Wilburn, Massey's father from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, described the possibility of Grayson's release as a serious miscarriage of justice. As a previously Circuit Court Judge Ryan Cadigan ordered Grayson held without bond under the Pretrial Fairness Act. However, the appeals court countered on November 27th, stating the trial court had unfairly tied Grayson's bond to his shortcomings as a law enforcement officer. To this, they argued, shifted focus away from the primary issue, determining how to mitigate any risks he might pose after being stripped of his office. Now, with the judgment in his favor, Grayson appeared Monday for a hearing via Zoom in the Macon County Jail in Decatur. They say accompanied by one of his attorneys, Daniel Foltz, who agreed to return to court on December the 6th when Grayson is expected to be released. It says a surprise move. They say state attorney John Milser submitted a motion to delay the appellate court's mandate, prompting a swift objection from the defendant. Ultimately, the court rejected the motion, allowing the appeals court ruling to proceed as planned. Meanwhile, the Massey family, joined by Sonya Massey's mother, Donna Massey, expressed outrage that Grayson would likely walk out of jail within a few days. They say Grayson, who has been in custody since July 17, was first held in the Mentor County Jail. But in late October, he was moved to a larger Macon County in Decatur. Release conditions could involve home confinement paired with monitoring system to ensure his compliance. Okay. Now, let me say something here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say something. Now, this guy should not be released. We saw what he did on camera. We saw this, and for the appeal court to say, yeah, y'all wrong. No. He should be able to get a bond, and you know he should be able to be home, so he can go home possibly. Be a home confinement with his family, but Sonya Massey can't be home with hers. You know what I'm saying? You know, they miss Thanksgiving with her. They're not going to have Christmas with her or New Year's or anything like that. And that sister didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that whatsoever. You know, these people, and remember, this happened in Illinois. You understand? Old J.B. Pritzker. That's where that happened at. But they always want to say, oh, the Republicans, they're the real racists. Like, well, why all this stuff be happening to black people in Democrat states or Democrat cities? You ever notice that pattern? I mean, based on what they say, the most horrible thing should happen just to black people in Republican cities and Republican states. That's why I told y'all the racism from the Democrats is worse. It is worse than the racism in the South, especially the ones up north. This one sister, I'm gonna do a video about how she broke it down. Like in the North, they believe in separate but equal. That's what they believe in. And yeah, it's true. 'Cause I see how the North is a little bit different on their racism. You know, I'd rather say give me the Southern white people any day if I'm gonna deal with them with racism. You know what I'm saying? But this is sick. This is utterly sick. Now this guy murdered Sonya Massey, but now let me talk about your boy Diddy for a minute. They keeping Diddy in prison. Even that's why I'm saying, you know, I always tell people all this stuff is based on race. Diddy wanted home confinement. He was gonna pay $50 million, right? Electronic monitoring. They said no, he can't go to Florida, but he, you know, maybe if he's staying in New York at his apartment, okay, cool. They wouldn't let Diddy out, but they talking about letting this dude out that we actually seen on camera that he killed Sonya Massey in cold blood. We seen this on camera. The worst thing we seen about Diddy on camera was the Cassie thing. And yes, it was bad, but Cassie is alive and well. Okay? Sonya Massey is not. And you mean to tell me that Diddy can't get a bail? And I'm not defending anything that Diddy allegedly did because he's not been convicted of anything. So you mean to tell me Diddy can't have home confinement, but this guy that murdered this black woman on camera, he about to get out? I'm telling y'all. That's but you know, hey, I'm just letting black people know this is how they treat black people. But look, that same J.B. Pritzker in Illinois, what did he say? If Trump and his border czar want to do anything in this state to illegal immigrants or migrants, they have to come through me. So he's more worried about protecting illegal immigrants. But this is why black people are talking about they ain't down no sanctuary cities, because it's sanctuary cities for migrants, but it's open season on you. And J.B. Pritzker, Brandon Johnson, or anybody else is not going to do nothing about it. Black people would be silly to sit up here supporting sanctuary cities when we don't have no sanctuary in any state in this country or any city in America. Black people should be at the front of the line trying to help out ICE at this point. And hopefully criminal charges come on these governors and mayors. Because that's wrong, sanctuary. But there's no sanctuary for black men and women of America. But just to give you an update to this story and how that's just such a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face. But it's to be expected. This is America.